We now have a very interesting topic on trigonometry, and we're going to discuss right triangles and six trigonometric functions of the true triangles, of the two triangles, that is the 30, 60, 90 degrees, and also the 45-degree triangle. And these two can say that it's special because we can easily find the exact value of the six trigonometric functions. No? For the 30, 60 degree, the sine of that is 1/2. The cosine is square root of 3 over 2. No? Tangent is 1 over square root of 3. Cotangent is the inverse of the tangent. This is square root of 3 over 1. And the secant is the inverse of cosine, which is 2 over square root of 3. And the cosecant is the inverse of the sine, which is 2 over 1. For the 45 degrees, it's very easy. No? Sine is 1 over square root of 2, cosine 1 over square root of 2, tangent is 1, and cotangent is also 1. And then this cosecant is the square root of 2 over 1, the cosecant, and the secant is square root of 2 over 1. So we're going to apply this one in a very nice topic on trigonometry. That is the addition formulas. No? We're going to use this to find exact values of given quadrantal angles or any other angles which is equivalent to these two triangles. So we have these two problems. We have to find the exact value of the expression cosine 105 degrees. No? And we're going to use the addition formulas. No? And the addition formulas for the cosine of the sum and difference of the two angles states that the sum of cosine alpha plus beta is equal to cosine alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta. And the difference of cosine alpha minus beta is equal to cosine alpha cosine beta plus sine alpha sine beta. As you will notice, this cosine 105 can be reduced to cosine 180 minus 75. No? So 180 minus 75 is 105. No? So if we apply these two functions here, since this is a difference of two angles, cosine 180 minus difference. No? So we're going to apply the second formula. No? So that is cosine 180 degrees, cosine 75 degrees, plus sine 180 degrees, sine 75 degrees. So if we get the cosine of this one in our calculators or any tables, cosine 180 degrees is equal to -1, and this one is cosine 75 degrees, and sine 180 degrees is equal to 0, and sine 75 degrees will also be equal to 0 since this is multiplication, the product of these two. So this one, since this is negative, we're going to break down the 75 degrees into the sum of 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Since this is -1, we're going to get the negative cosine 75 degrees. That is equal to negative cosine 30 plus 45. So we're going to apply again the sum of the cosine of two angles, that is 30 and 45. So to expand this, we get negative cosine 30, cosine 45, no? Minus, we're going to use the first formula, sine 30, sine 45. Sine 30, so we get out -1 here. So, excuse me, this one is cosine 30 degrees is equal to square root of 3 over 2 times cosine 45, which is 1 over square root of 2, and minus sine 30, which is 1/2. Sine 45 degrees is 1 over square root of 2. So we multiply this one by the square root of 2 times square root of 2. So this one becomes square root of 3 times square root of 2 over 4. No? Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2 times this 4. Similarly, this one is square root of 2 will become 4 since we multiply square root of 2 by square root of 2. So to get the difference of this one, so square root of 3 times square root of 2 is square root of 6 minus square root of 2 all over 4, no? The common denominator. So since this is a negative, we distribute this one, we multiply all the numbers here by negative. So this one becomes square root of 2 minus square root of 6 over 4. So this is our answer. No? So next we're going to have another addition formulas, and we are going to find the exact value of the given expression cosine 285 degrees. So since 285, we break down this one, no? So this one is cosine 285 is equal to cosine 360 minus 75. So since this is a negative, so this one we call sine 360, and we break down 75 to 45 and 30. So the two formulas, no? We're going to state again the two formulas for the sum and difference of the two angles. Cosine alpha plus beta is equal to cosine alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta. And the difference is cosine alpha minus beta is equal to cosine alpha cosine beta plus sine alpha sine beta. So since this is our problems, we break down 75 here. First we get the value of the sine and cosine 360. So since this cosine 360 quadrantal angles, that is equal to 0. So what remains, if this is cancels out, what remains is cosine 360 cosine 75. But cosine 360 is equal to 1. So what remains is cosine 45 plus cosine 30. So if we expand this, we get cosine 45 cosine 30 minus sine 45 sine 30. Cosine 45 is equal to square root of 2 over 2. Cosine 30 is equal to square root of 3 over 2 minus sine 45 is equal to square root of 2 over 2, and sine 30 is 1 half. So we factor out square root of 2 times over 4 is equal to square root of 2 over 4 times quantity square root of 3 minus 1. We factor out the square root of 2 over 4. So the denominator of these two is 4, no? So the final answer is square root of 2 over 4 times quantity with square root of 3 minus 1. So that's how we're going to make use of these special angles here, the 30-60 degree angle, triangle, no, and also the 45 degree angle. So thank you again for watching our videos now. So please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bible Friend, and also click the notification bell. And also if you have any suggestions, if you want to, if you need any tutorial help now, please call us, and we can give you some help in mathematics, no, from grade 6 to grade 12. So thank you again for watching our videos, and see you again later.